Hey guys, once upon a North Pole Christmas. Have you ever heard the incredible story of happiness, magic, and snow? How a wee little elf made a wondrous discovery one Christmas not so long ago? The elves had all gathered outside in the square. They noticed that something was wrong. It soon would be Christmas, and every elf knew that snow should be coming down strong. What was the matter, they started to wonder, when the snow barely falling at all. They knew this could turn out to be a disaster, the worst they had ever recalled. Because snow is the magic that powers the North Pole. Each dedicated flake gets its start as a sparkle that forms and invisibly rises from happiness felt in the heart. Then each spark of happiness rises up high to put on a beautiful show. They shimmer and shine as the great northern lights before they start falling as snow. There must not have been enough happiness shared. The elves and their families cried, "How will we get enough toy-making magic to keep our great city supplied?" Santa assured them they'd all done their part to handle the Christmas Eve crunch. Their beckons would help him get toys to children, and cookies left out would be munched. "Every little bit counts," he reminded them all, as he patted a little elf's head. "Even the smallest of snowflakes can roll into one giant snowball," he said. The wee little elf scurried off to the forest as quiet and quick as could be. He hurried to check on the glittering globes that hung from each glistening tree. Each globe is a magical window of sorts for those of us here in the North Pole to see all the families preparing for Christmas, a wonderful sight to behold. Without any happiness fueling the magic for what the North Pole's all about, all work here would come to a stop, I'm afraid. Just imagine how things would turn out. Without it, there wouldn't be cozy elf cottages glowing with twinkling lights, no high-flying reindeer to pull Santa's sleigh on his round-the-world Christmas Eve flight. There wouldn't be cocoa for Mrs. Claus cookies with sprinkles as sweet as could be. Or worst of all, there'd be no toys for the toy guilds for kids to find under the tree. The little elf noticed the globe, which was dimming, showed people with no time to share, trying too hard to make Christmas too perfect or running around everywhere. They were off on their own, looking grumpy and tired, with hardly a smile to be found, too busy for carols and movements of merry with loved ones and family around. See the guy rushing off there on his cell phone. Oh, someone paying attention to their clock or their watch instead of other people. All of a sudden, the wee little elf had a light bulb light up in his head. He gathered his friends for a special assignment. "I've got an idea," he said. The elf kids wrote millions and zillions of notes, not stopping until they were done. The notes all flew down in a magical swirl with the names of a child on each one. So this one is a picture of all the different notes going to different places. So you have a girl on an alpaca, a boy on the beach, a boy riding his bike, making a snowman, looks like on a bench. Soon it was time to look in our globes at the Christmas Eve watch party started. With hardly a flurry or flake to be seen, the folks were all feeling downhearted. Except for the elf kids, who whispered and giggled while anxiously milling about. They were quietly hoping their plan had succeeded and just couldn't wait to find out. Just then the wee elf tugged on Santa's red coat. "Sir, I think there's a globe you should see." He pointed them all to the half-hidden glow on the bottommost branch of the tree. They bent down to look at the heartwarming scene. The elf said, "A family's the cause. They're reading a story, and look, they're so happy," which started a round of applause. They noticed another globe coming to life with the laughter a family was sharing. Then another one here and another one there. Every elf was excitedly staring. The wee little elf knew it wasn't just toys that brought happiness this time of year. True happiness comes from what families share as they gather when Christmas is near. All over the world, people started to see how they'd missed what the season is for. So they gathered with loved ones in homes far and wide, making memories together once more. The children had all brought their loved ones together, with zillions of notes did the trick. Soon snow started falling and falling and falling, all fluffy and puffy and thick. Carefully taking one globe in her hand with the wee little elf by her side, Mrs. Santa Claus carried it all through the forest, showing the others with pride. "Here is the globe that burns brightest," she said, as she held it as light as a feather. "It glows with the happiness families share as long as they spend time together." "What did I tell you? We're back up and running," said Santa Claus, bending down low. "Even the smallest of snowflakes can roll into one giant snowball, you know." Everyone cheered as they heard the good news. I was there and I saw it myself. Although it's been years, I remember it well because I was the wee little elf myself. And Christmas this year, when the answer's the same as it was that long ago note, it's something that everyone needs to remember. So here's the message I wrote. Dear little friends, south of Northpole, we're hoping this finds you, and fast. Without help from you, Christmas, it seems, might become just a thing of the past. We need more happiness to make the magic that's powered Northpole from the start. How can you help? You don't have to look far. The answer is right in your heart. Spread holiday cheer. Give hugs to your family. There's really so much you can do. The more love you share, the more magic you'll make. The elves are counting on you.